Hello and welcome, Libra. Welcome to your May Tarot forecast to see what's going on for May. I'm Tanya Lee, the Shadow Priestess of Harmonia. I'm not just an intuitive storyteller. I am also a life coach, a shadow coach, a teacher, and I actually have some pretty cool courses coming up. I have a runes course coming up on May 13th, and if it's something that you want to join, Libra, you most certainly can. My Harmonia Friends members, the Tier 2 members, get a massive discount as they get $30 off. So if that's something that interests you, check it out. It is meant to be a participation course, but if you can't make it that day, it is going to be recorded, and it is designed so that you can practice on your own as well. So it is a great deal. And like I said, if you want to learn how to use runes, that's a great workshop, at least an introductory course to take. All right. You most certainly can check out other things at Harmonia Friends. It's the only way to book services with me and to see my workshops coming in place here, including my tarot galleries and also access to my membership area where individuals have access to my access point experiences, visualizations, meditation journeys, and so forth. All right. Libra, we're going to get started here on your reading. So let's focus on the card, shall we? All right. We're using the Diablo deck here to see which card represents you, which tarot card represents you for May. We're going to use the Mermaid Oracle deck here to see what your challenges are or your blockages here. We're going to use the Wiser Tarot deck for your past to see what you're bringing into this month. And then we're going to look at the May and see what your gains and losses are for this month as well. Time is fluid, so just keep that in mind, guys. And a reminder, these readings are designed here to help you, so they may trigger you. I do not sugarcoat. A reminder, okay? You do not have to claim it. You do not have to claim it. Here we go. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, what is going on for Libra? What is going on for Libra for the month of May? 10 of Cups. Well. Fulfillments. This is a little different, though. This is the Diablo deck, so it's a little bit dark, right? Look at all of the shadow work that was done to get to this point. All right, to feel fulfilled. It's kind of like you had to claim or embrace, Libra, here, your dark side. But there's something here about that dark that allowed you to float. Look at it. It's like creating a moon, like almost like a boat. All right. You almost look like a Norse goddess coming out of here. So there's something here about fulfillment, your community, family, friends. I mean, 10 of Cups is usually solid community. But there's also this energy of the things that had to burn out, leave your side. Let's see what's going on here with the Mermaid deck. We're going to be using the Lucy Cavendish deck here. Soul Cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Look, the mermaids are helping you to get out of the water. Look at this. You can't make this up. Look at this imagery. Lifting up out of the water. Now, this is the challenge here. It's a 24. We're going to read what the book has to say about the Soul Cage. But I feel like it's about that deep, dark shadow work, if I recall with this card. But we'll take a look. Now, this is the challenge. Libra. Feeling trapped, restricted, squeezed, or limited, you may be within the confines of a soul cage. The soul cage is every compromise you've ever made that cut a little of your soul off, every time you lied to keep the peace. It is the job you took because you thought you could never make a living doing what you love. It is every piece of unnecessary insurance we are sold every time we are told to live in fear. This is what you are lifting up from. You are not scared of the dark anymore. We are encouraged by our culture to live as though we are in great danger. This card and the Marrows now ask Libra, do you wish to free yourself from this soul cage? It need not be done all at once, for there are many bars and many chains and many locks, but little by little, they will help you to rediscover the joys of living according to the stories that your soul wants, your soul desires, Libra. You are lifting up. Now, there are some things here that are still holding you down, but I don't think it's that much more. Right? Spirit's probably reminding you too of how far you've come. But let's see. Let's dive into the past a little bit. Now, the past doesn't necessarily mean this month, or, I know I'm posting this a little bit early, but what you're carrying into this month. I mean, that's what it is. No reversals with this one. Fighting, competition. All right. You are still letting go of relationships, grudges, jealousy, bitterness, resentment. Could even be people, how you grew up, Libra. A lot of competitiveness here. This is what you're bringing in. So I feel like this is going to be burnt out this month. There's something here about finally getting afloat so that you can do the Six of Swords, which feels like this is what it's going towards, which is moving forward, which is great. But this is something here about conflict or inner conflict about the past. You're still taking time to heal over this. You're conflicted about the past. You're conflicted about the people who were once part of your life and are not necessarily in it the way that you expected. Some of you had to be the villain. Some of you had to be the bad guy or the bad gal. Let's see what's coming towards you this month. The Nine of Wands here is reversed. Your guard is down. Interesting. Ace of Cups. And your heart is closed. And the Eight of Cups. But you're leaving it down. I mean, here's what's interesting. This could also be your guard is too high, which I feel like your guard is down when it comes to certain things in your life, but you're kind of the things that you're really fearful or upset about, you've completely shut off, or you have put your wall so high because of a past situation. Here's the good news. You're fucking done with that. You're like, what am I doing? Why am I holding on to this shit? There's something you are releasing that I feel is kind of like your guards. You're not going to be so guarded. You're not going to not trust yourself. You're going to remember how far you came. You're going to remember what got you here. You evolved. But this is based on conditions of what happened before. Because if this was upright, I'd say it's unconditional love. But what you are leaving behind are the conditions. And it's not your worth. It's just the conditions that you were put into. It's the stories you tell yourself. It's the victim mentality, and we all have it. So for those of saying, I'm not a victim, we all play it at one point. And being a victim or survivor, is necessary at one point so we can see the growth. But what can we do to get out of that? It's going up, moving up again on the water. But this is clouds. So this is still getting that air. Make peace with this. There's something here at the beginning of this month, you will be making peace about the past, that you are finally, I feel this energy of being very uplifted and just accepting things for what they are, but at the same time, I don't have to carry this weight anymore. I don't have to constantly reflect on the past or have this bitterness or shoulda, coulda, woulda, wish I was this way with this person, or wish these people treated me that way. I just feel you saying, let it go. It's not fulfilling me anymore. I need some air. I see you lifting up. You're moving forward. Now, the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could have been dealing with a very arrogant, nasty individual here who really cut down your confidence, was a very show-offy kind of person. But I feel this energy here of you taking back your power. You may be appearing as selfish a little bit or arrogant yourself, but I feel this energy of it's about damn time. These insecurities you've had, it's kind of facing it. Sometimes, this is what's interesting. This bitterness or resentment you may have, or this desire to have better or to see above the waters, sometimes comes as revenge. Now, some people will say to you, revenge is an awful thing. But to me, I don't think it's an awful thing if you can switch it. Sometimes that anger and that revenge is what gets us through. It really is. It's what gets us through. It does make us, build our character up. There is a natural switch where it becomes for you and not necessarily about the person anymore, because there comes to a point where you just don't give a fuck about that situation anymore. It happens. Four of Swords. You're letting this go. You're resting your mind on this. It's time to put this to rest. You are going to be taking a rest this month as well, of letting this ruminate in your head 24/7. I feel this level of really meditating a lot, getting grounded in nature, taking vacations, taking a break this month. There's something here where you're taking a chunk of break or taking a time out so that you can build your energy back up, build your confidence back up, but also, like, I almost feel like a retreat here. It almost feels like a retreat, but I just feel you taking a personal mental retreat, going within, time out, strength, because you are so freaking strong. Leo energy. To build your confidence. You cannot make this up. There's something about this month of taking a break. This hibernation period here is in stock. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be taking a break on everything in life, because I don't see that. Because the Queen of Wands is someone here who's really moving along, right? Willing to, is a fighter, and doesn't let anybody get in their way, and does seem selfish. But I feel like taking a break means you were taking a break from a past situation. You're not pulling this. You don't want to pull this in anymore. It's almost like you pull this in the beginning of the month and was like, oh no, I'm not doing this again. I got to look at how far I came in here. I got to look within, because it's the only way to move forward. And I do feel you're doing that this month. Let's see what your gains and your losses are. Remember, there's no reversals on the gains and losses because there's duality on it. And your gain, clarity, happiness, a rebirth, refreshing, vitality, a new beginning, a fresh start. I want to say it feels like you're gaining a fresh breath of air. Oh my gosh, there you are again here with that Queen of Wands energy here. This is to build your confidence. This is to, you are gaining your confidence back. You are gaining your attention back, but the attention is on you. Whatever creative endeavors that you are going to be doing, I feel like you're going to be doing and having a lot of creative things done on your break or your timeout. But timeout is needed so that you can, like I said, have these creative sparks or just get yourself back out there. But I see you taking care of yourself. I see you nurturing yourself. I see a glow up. You could be, doing a health routine. Something's changing about you, but I feel like this is personal development or personal projects. You could be as hot as fuck right now, Libra, in that energy of what you're gaining, because you are finally choosing to just release the shit that no longer serves you. being a better individual. And if it means I have to kind of act upon revenge in some way, sense, I think it's going to boost your anger is going to boost you. The biggest revenge you can have is working on yourself. It's the biggest revenge. What is the losses? What is the losses for Libra this month? We have the King of Pentacles here, and we have the Nine of Swords. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Now, there may be some fears here about your stability or finances, but also it could be the stability here of what, again, about worth and what you have to offer. I do feel this energy here of not feeling good enough, or something, felt like was weighing you down, whether it was a relationship, whether it was work, whether it was just something that didn't work out. Even though this is a loss, I feel like this is a gain for you, because this is like a nightmare. You don't want to dwell on this. You don't want to think about this anymore. And it's kind of like, well, what can I do to better myself? So this loss is definitely a gain for you, because what you're losing is sleepless nights. What you're losing, though, too, is this nurturing thing. And I want to say the nurturing isn't about you. It's nurturing other people. I do think you were always invested in everybody else but you, Libra. And this is something about switching that. So even though you may not be there for everybody in this energy, I feel like it's needed. This break is needed for you. Okay. You can't be there for everyone. Let's see what the universe wants you to surrender, Libra. Ooh, surrender to play. Be more playful. That's that break. I think that break is what you're going to be getting in here. Take a break. Are you kidding me? From overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play in a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So when you're taking this break, it's kind of like, don't bring in the worries of the past, but also don't bring those worries in of the future either. You will gain your confidence and your creativity the more you relax, the more you are playful, the more you are present. That is the energy that brings in the fruition for you, 100%. All right, Libra. That's what I have for your May forecast. If this resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Like I said, would love to see you at Harmonia Friends, but if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care.